It'll be glorious. Glorious.
Did you twats the Twitter?
No, but I do have it prepped today, so I can, send that out. I can come over here and do the thanks.
Your mop is looking sharp.
Thank you.
Diablo 2.
Yeah, Fresh Cut Friday. Fresh Cut Friday. What up, Sakura? Early party.
I actually got a haircut this week, too.
Nice.
Which is good, because I was getting pretty shaggy.
Tell me about it. It's like, need to not look like a wolf. Even though, if you guys look at the Twitter feed, you'll notice I have a nice mark on my shoulder. I have a very loving puppy that needs his claws trimmed very badly. He left a good one on me.
I know all about that.
My wife was like, "Oh, she's like, does that hurt?" And I was like, "It's all right." Put alcohol on it and everything, and it actually didn't sting that bad. So I was surprised. Like, must not be that deep. It just looks nasty. But it works perfect to promo tonight's stream because werewolf.
Werewolves in Phandalin?
Werewolves in Phandalin? Yes. Oh, yes. So good. So good.
It's fine, guys. I'm just gonna set fire to the entire city. It's fine.
Kill it with fire, mate. It'll be fine. Had a death in my rhyme game today? No! Because Rod of Resurrection? Where do you put that thing? I'm concerned.
Bag of holding.
Reminds me of...
Bag of holding. Oh. All right.
That reminds me of Big Bang Theory.
How so? Do tell.
Oh, there's this scene where they're playing D&D and Raj's character dies really quick, and he's asking for somebody to use their Rod of Resurrection on him, and it's not right. Okay.
Forgot one place, but it's fixed. It's good now. We're good. Forgot the YouTubes. Backpacks work now. Yes, we have found this. That backpacks do in fact work. All right. Oh man, all the things I had planned for tonight.
According to the stream, I am Mysteria.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the wrong spots.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Sure enough.
Fixed.
There, that looks better.
Nailed it. Got it.
I mean, I can be a little Eladrin lady if you want.
I mean, you're both roughly the same size.
We are not.
No, he's bigger than me.
Yeah.
By how much? I was
He's
figured
5 feet tall.
Are you really that short?
Yes, she is a tiny little thing.
I always imagine you so much taller.
He's like
It's been like a year. And I picture Styria. It's like, I don't know, like 5'9", just like walking shoulder to shoulder with Ashin.
Nope,
like
she is
this
5
really
feet tall.
bold, wonderful, just
no.
Eladrin elf. No, you are a sprite. You are so tiny.
Ashin's like almost 5'9".
You like fit in the backpack. Like, who's that back there? It's me. Oh, hi, Asteria. Like, you and Droop are like elbow to elbow. Like, what's going on? Damn it!
It's just short. It's fine.
No, Droop is actually much shorter than you. He's only like 3.5 feet tall. He's a
That's
baby
a big ass goblin.
It's a baby goblin. 3.5 feet's not that tall. It's really not.
Oh, but if he's elbow to elbow with Asteria, that's a big ass goblin.
That 5 foot tall goblin would be a big goblin. He'd be on his way to
Bugbear.
Yeah, Bugbear land. My mom was half bugbear. I don't know who my dad was. All the possibilities just going through his head right now to Droop's lineage. Oh, I love it.
Hey, where'd Asheen go? Dagger.
Yeah. So good. A 1.5 foot tall kobold, adorable. All right. I think it's time. I think it's time we jump into this and just get it going, because it's what we do. So, without further ado, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dungeon Nytes, our weekly dose of D&D from us to you. Last time on the Sword of Phandalin. Oh boy, it was interesting. Some stuff happened. Essentially, while trying to figure out what to do, and also making sure that there was an effective perimeter setup, because essentially, there could be an assault at any moment, Asheen saw something very familiar. He saw trees moving as if a large wave was running through them. Last time he saw that, he essentially made the choice to flee as massive hordes of goblins were pouring towards him in the woods. Seeing this, Asheen alerted the guards and everyone that they needed to kind of do everything they could to provide makeshift defenses for the north wall of Phandalin. Alerted Moyra. Did all of these things. And though the night was still, on watch, Asheen made note of wolves howling in multiple directions, and also moving in the distance across the very, very farthest reaches of his vision. Upon continuing to bolster defenses, a familiar sight to Asheen, a new sight to others, came upon them. One of the wolves stood up, transformed into a dark elf, and called out to Asteria, telling her it was time to come home. And then if she didn't, he had no problem slaughtering the entire city of Phandalin. And that the city could be spared if and only if they surrendered her and her alone. After much discussion, the party decided to make a noble stand and say, if you want Asteria, you're going to have to take all of us, you dick. And while still off in the distance, well, he said no. He said no. And much to the dismay of the party, he howled a loud, echoing, menacing. And he was gone after that, back into wolf form and into the woods. And before the party could figure out what to do, they heard screams echoing from inside the city. And that is where we left our party. So you all, it's the middle of the night. You are outside the city walls, probably a good 150 feet from the gate. You hear the echo of screams cry out in the night. Nothing, no movement immediately around you. And it's yours.
I look at Bamir. Get the big guy back inside.
Okay.
And I look at Asteria. I can run really fast. I don't know how quick you can move or if you need to do your druidy shapy things, but we got to get back in town.
I can fly.
A whistle for my horse. I would come over.
Oh, I thought you were coming with me.
He's
It's for
gonna.
them.
Oh,
I can run faster than your horse can.
You scare me sometimes.
And I will take off at a dead sprint, using my full 40 feet of movement, and then dash action, and then bonus action dash.
We are not
So
60.
in initiative order. I was just giving you a frame of reference.
Yep, I'm just letting you know what I'm doing.
Sure.
So that's
I guess I'll cast Dimension Door
120 feet. I move in 6 seconds.
Okay.
and get back to 500 feet closer to the tavern than I was with what's his name? With Corrupt's character.
Thorin.
That
Or-
guy.
Brain fart.
It's okay. It's been a long day for you. We know.
Yeah, Mysteria will. Constellation Dragon. Fly!
Constellation Dragon?
Yeah, that's how I did it the last time.
It gives her a fly
It gives
speed.
me fly speed.
Oh, I was like, I totally blanked. I thought that actually meant you turn. Look, it's been
Sorry,
too long.
starry form. I said the wrong word.
I was like, you turned into a
Starry
dragon? Since when?
No,
I'm
she just
so
activates
happy
this-
right now.
I wish.
No, so you have fly speed, so you can fly.
Yes. I can
You
fly.
are in starry fly mode, which is beautiful because glistening against the pale moonlight, you are this starry spectacle taking off into the sky.
As I'm running towards the wall.
Yep.
Of the city. I want to do some elf shit and acrobatically scale the wall.
Sure. So give me a dex check.
Well, I have acrobatics check
Or that.
of an 18.
Perfect. So Ashin, you run towards the wall. The gate has been closed behind the party. As they are slowly trying to pull it open, you basically go to the left of the gate and are able to jump up into a tree to the left of the wall, scale up a branch, and hop over the wall.
Keep the gate shut! I yell kind of as I'm moving past the gate.
Well, Thorn's got to get in. Or Thorn, are you dimension dooring with
they dimension
with
doored.
Bamir? Okay. And Asteria, you're flying. So Asteria, as you fly up into the air back towards the city, you look down, and as you have this kind of top-down view, you kind of have this perfect thing. So you're facing south, and you can see the gate, but you can also see the surrounding forest. And with the moonlight being cast down on the trees, you see from to your right, so from the west, you see the trees begin moving. In flanking around the defenses that you have on the north wall.
So they're coming from the west into the north, right?
Yes, so you're coming from the
Okay.
north, so now they're coming from your right, so west.
Okay.
And they are pouring towards the western side of the city. And based on what Asheen told you, that would be a horde of goblins. Bamir and Thorin, as you dimension door back in to try and get as close to the tavern as you can, you're actually able to get to kind of the main street where the kind of center town square is, just down the street from the tavern. As the door opens up and you step through, both of you are facing the direction of the street. You see people beginning to run hurriedly all over the town, and you hear screaming and people running away from that part of the city, or that part of the city near where the tavern is.
Get a move on.
Let's go.
Asheen, I'm going to come back to you real quick. What are you doing?
After I have successfully vaulted the wall, I'm making my way towards the tavern.
Okay, so you were also making haste towards the tavern. Okay. Asteria, anything you want to do while you're up in the air?
No, she'll just head to the tavern and everybody else and tell them, what she's seeing from up there.
Okie dokie.
I don't know what else she can do from up there.
Okay. Thorn and Bamir, you rush down the street. You hear glass breaking, and the closer you get to the tavern, you hear snarling, things breaking. More and more people impeding your way. As you get to just outside the tavern, you can see the windows where you have traditionally your private kind of war room have been broken out, and you see a couple arms, werewolf arms, reaching out of the windows, breaking through what little space they can. Now, these windows are not your full windows. They are smaller windows, as of course you all would want your privacy, but you still want some natural light to come in. So these are probably like a 2-foot square window. Certainly not something a werewolf is going to fit through, but damn it if they're not trying. You see these huge arms just pulling and scraping and trying to break boards apart as they do.
Bamir is gonna look at Thorin and say, "Go get him, buddy," and he will cast haste on Thorin.
Thorin, you speed ahead of Bamir. You're able to open the door, and as you do, you see immediately to your left the door to the war room has been broken through. The table has been moved. There are 2 werewolves standing in the center of the room. Droop is standing on top of the bar with his helmet on and his dagger in the top of a kind of barrel as a shield, screaming, "Help! Get away from me, you bastard!" Ah! And he's like stabbing at its arm as it's clawing at him frantically. Ashin, by the time that they are there, and you are continuing to hasten yourself, I'm going to say that you are in the garden at this point. Probably about 20 feet from the back door. Bamir, you are about 30 feet from the front door. In Asteria, you have been able to fly, so you are in the air above the tavern. And you see Thorin go in, you see Ashin moving through the back streets and about to hit the garden, and you can see Bamir in the road. And we're going to roll for initiative.
Uh, 22 for me.
Oh, never fails.
5.
Five.
Give me 1 second.
You might need to change your D&D Beyond dice, Terry. I think you got some bad dice there.
My initiative rolls are always terrible.
Mine didn't go through to Foundry, so I have to click it and go again. Which is much
23. Nice.
We won't talk about what the other one was that I didn't get to go through.
Was it as bad as mine and Thorin's?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we need to go with that one. I'm just kidding.
Actually, it was better than yours and Thorin's because I have a higher bonus, but not by much.
Jeez.
I guess it's Ashin and Bamir on the dance floor then.
It'll take me a bit to get there. Just saying.
Right. Bamir?
I guess I'll move
No,
up.
no, what was your... I need the initiative order now.
Oh, 23.
Okay.
Sorry.
Asteria.
5.
Okay. Ashin?
22.
Droop? Gotta roll for
Droop.
Droop.
Woohoo!
Droop fighting.
Droop is fighting his little tush off right now. Okay. All right, Droop, we see you. We see you, Droop. Thorin.
6.
Okay. And Bamir, you are up first.
Okay. I guess Bamir will move up 30 feet to the door.
Okay. Bamir, as you kind of walk up to the door, you see Thorin kind of just inside the door, and over Thorin's shoulder, you see the scene before you. You see a wolf kind of pouring out of the room, the war room area, and you see one wolf kind of chasing after Droop, who is frantically trying to poke at this thing and keep it from touching him.
Okay. I am going to, seeing Droop in danger, cast Phantasmal Killer
That sounds lovely.
at the werewolf that's assaulting him. It must make a wisdom save.
What's the save?
It's a DC 16.
It fails.
Ooh, that's fun. It is now frightened.
Of you?
Of everything, really.
Okay.
Basically, it conjures in its mind all of its worst fears.
And I haven't even come in the door yet.
It is just frightened. It like the D&D status frightened, which
Okay.
I can look up.
Okay.
Because I forget what that exactly does.
Frightened gives them disadvantage. One second.
Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight.
Right.
And it
that's
can't
right.
willingly move closer.
Right. So typically when you frighten something and you're the caster, the object that you're afraid of is the caster.
Yeah.
So it's afraid of you. So it cannot move towards you. And it has disadvantage on attack rolls towards that.
And there are other effects that will
Okay.
come up later.
Oh boy. So you see this wolf like instantly.
That was cast at 5th level, by the way, because I don't have any more 4th level spell slots.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh joy.
Bad.
Give me 1 second. Here we go.
Does damage, doesn't it?
At the end
Roll
of its
damage
turn.
already?
Got it. Interesting. All right.
Oh, shit.
What? What?
I forgot. It's a concentration spell. And so is haste.
Oh, so Thorn, you're no longer speedy.
Fine.
No, worse than that. He can't do anything.
Yeah, I'm just stuck here, standing here.
Well,
I feel bad
now.
Yeah.
You've been screwed.
I saw Droop in danger and forgot about everything else.
Oh,
That's fitting. It works.
That's how life goes sometimes. Protect Droop at all costs. Ashim.
I'm going to come in through the back door, and I'm going to ready silver arrows.
Okay.
Um,
Like I said, so you were 20 feet from the door in the garden, and then it basically has to go through another 20 feet of kitchen. So
I have 45 feet of movement.
Yep. So you are 5 feet in the room at your max movement.
So I want to get line of sight, kind of, because Droop's on the bar, and
Yep.
I'm like standing at the kitchen door, basically.
Yep, which is to the right of the bar. So you would have like an angle basically over his right shoulder.
Okay. And I'm going to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on that particular werewolf,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to start shooting.
Okay.
18 for the first shot.
That'll hit.
Uh, 15 total damage on the first shot.
Okay.
Oh. I owe you another D6, I think. Hold on. Give me just a second. Yeah. Nope, just there's another D6 there. Sorry, that's my sneak attack die for that shot. So it's
Okay.
another 4 damage.
Perfect.
And then I will shoot again. 14.
That'll hit.
$17 damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to sharpshooter this next shot. This is my last shot. That's going to miss. It's going to be an 11 to hit.
That hits.
Well, okay then.
Oh, no. Never mind. Sorry. Pardon. That does not hit.
So it misses.
It does miss.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Ashin, as you pull up in there and you see this thing, you kind of get a good look and you get an interesting view. So from Thorin and Bemir's perspective, they see this entire hulking mass of wolf. From your perspective, you can see the entirety of the left side of its face is malformed, like it didn't finish the transformation. There's almost a semi-human aspect to it. And the entire left arm, while it does have claws, has patches where you can see human skin on it. And the same goes for part of its body. Huh?
I wish I would have known that before I attacked.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's not going to change anything. It's just so that you understand there's something going on here. All of your shots land, and you can see this thing's whole left side gets lit up with 3 arrows. Kind of knocks it almost off kilter a bit.
Did that last shot hit, or did it miss?
Oh, excuse me, the 2 shots, the first 2 shots. And this thing looks like it has yellow, frenzied eyes. It's lashing out at the first thing that it can see, which is still Droop.
Has disadvantage.
Okay.
Because it's frightened.
So, as the wolf lunges forward at Droop, it's able to basically grab onto his foot with its mouth and bite into his leg. And then tries to swipe with his claws, and Droop is able to get his shield up and deflect that blow. The second wolf that was pouring into the room is going to go right for Thorin. Thorn, does a 12 hit?
It does not.
What about a 17?
Does not.
So Thorn, this thing's going to come in and try and bite you and claw at you. And despite feeling the effects of haste, you're just able to kind of move out of the way and keep this thing out of sight. Droop goes and attempts to stab at this thing's head.
Well, it takes damage first.
Okay, perfect.
Well, it needs to make another wisdom save.
Okay.
Same.
You said it was a 16? Yeah, it fails that.
Awesome. It takes 28 damage.
Let's go! So essentially, at the end of this thing's turn, it takes the damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so as it bites Droop and tries to claw down, you see this thing kind of seize as its claws scrape onto the kind of shield that Droop has. It releases its bite and turns its claws on itself, stabbing itself in the head and crumpling down into the floor. It's dead.
Oh. Shit.
Whatever you did to that thing, keep doing them.
Wish I could.
You see another werewolf head poke through the door, and it rushes out into the room.
Was Droop actually going to do anything, or I kind of interrupted you?
You did. Droop was going to try and attack it, and given the fact that he's bit, he kind of rolls off the bar behind the bar to kind of recoup.
Let's just Droop weigh.
How much does Droop weigh?
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, with his helmet and everything, probably like 50 pounds.
Okay, thanks. That's all I need to know.
Okay. That wolf is going to also try and attack Thorin. Both are going to miss. It's also just kind of trying to take furious swipes and bites at you, Thorin. And you are up.
I'm huffing and puffing and can't do a thing right now.
Just thankful to be able to escape these shots, Asteria.
Sorry.
I'm not in there yet, so she would be, coming down.
Asteria, you're hearing growls and snarls and hearing howling as things are going on down below. Are you going to try and go down, or are you staying up in the air?
I can't really see anybody on the inside from up here, so
Nope.
She's gonna come down and enter the tavern, but she still hovers
Okay.
when she uses the starry form.
You're going to go through the front or the back?
The back.
Okay. Asteria, you make it down to the back door, and you kind of come up behind Ashin. I'll let you get up to behind Ashin, just to get you in there.
Okay. Yeah.
You kind of peek through the door and kind of see the scene. Ashin has his bow at the ready. You see Droop down behind the table, two werewolves that are kind of obstructing your view of Thorin in the front door, but you can see Thorin's head between the shoulders of the beasts. And Bamir looking rather satisfied at the front door.
He does not look satisfied. He is angry or scared shitless, but not satisfied. He has a weird mixture of anger and fear.
All right, your move, Asteria.
The Asteria will. There's two. She'll cast Guiding Bolt on one of them. I guess. Well, on the left.
Sure.
$22.
That'll hit.
For 20 damage.
Nice.
And until my next turn, attack rolls against that one have advantage.
Nice. Asteria, as you kind of hover in, this light erupts from your hand, tagging this thing into the shoulder, kind of singeing it. And once again, just to kind of continue to narrate the appearance of these things, some of them, the two that you see are kind of really patchy in terms of how their fur has come in. One of them has a leg that doesn't have any hair on it at all and still looks in the shape of a werewolf, but almost human in terms of its skin, just very kind of weirdly formed as werewolves.
And that is it for me.
Okay. You hear intense growling and breaking coming from within the war room, but you don't see any other wolves emerge. Bamir, we're back to you.
Okay. Bamir will cast. He's gonna cast He's going to cast Dissonant Whispers at the one that Mysteria did not attack.
Okay.
Basically, he uses his lute to strike a chord, and basically the wolf starts hearing whispers that invade his mind and cause him pain. He must make a wisdom save.
It's a 16 again?
That is the target, so it does not take damage. Let's see.
I'm saying, what's the save DC again? Or on this?
It is 16, yes.
It is 16? Okay.
Yeah.
Which wolf are you casting this on?
The one that Asteria didn't attack.
Okay, so the other one. So the one to your left. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so it does take half damage on a success.
Okay. What's the damage?
Let's find out. Half of 9, so 4.
Okay.
5, 4, 5, 4. Round down.
You see this kind of werewolf kind of start going like this and kind of perking its head and kind of freaking out as it seems to be hearing things from all directions around it. Asheen.
Yes.
Your turn.
I'm going to use my bonus action to move Hunter's Mark onto the wolf that Asteria tagged, and I'm going to.
I didn't want to attack that one because it's only the next attack that Guiding Bolt gives advantage on.
Right.
So I'm. Just a second. So I will attack it. Yeah, it's a 28 to hit.
Oh, yeah. That'll hit. Faux show.
Oof. It sucks.
Yeah, it does.
For a total of 14 damage on that shot.
Okay.
And then I will attack it again. Oh, for another 18 to hit.
Okay.
Wow.
Low roll.
Wow. 9 damage on that shot.
Okay.
And then I will use my movement to, because Droop's kind of like prone-ish.
Yeah,
right?
he's like sitting at this point with his back kind of up against the bar.
I'm going to move up to him, so I'm kind of standing over him.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell him to climb on my back. And yes, I can carry him. I can carry up to 150 pounds.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Does he climb? Well, I have to wait.
You have to wait till his turn for him to move.
Yeah. So, yes, that's my turn.
Okay. So, the wolf that's hearing things kind of shakes things off and goes to hit Thorn again for 2 attacks. I know you already said a 16 didn't hit, but what about a 21?
That hits.
Thorn, this wolf reaches in and goes for a shoulder and delivers a massive bite to you. For a total of 8 piercing damage. And I need you to give me a Constitution save.
Wow.
Good one.
Let's see. Contact.
You're a pally. You'll be fine.
Sure. Perfectly okay.
Thorin, as the teeth enter into your shoulder, you begin to feel almost like venom entering your veins. It's very sharp pain immediately that you feel kind of dissipate throughout your body.
Is it a disease? Because he's immune to it. He's a paladin.
It is not a disease.
Okay. Just double checking.
Yep.
You can't contract lycanthropy is what I'm getting at.
Well,
This one's weird.
the define is actually a curse,
Mm-hmm.
not a poison or any such kind of ailment. And it's also extremely magical in nature. Anyway, you're going to see now Droop. We're back to Droop. Droop behind the bar. Ashin sees you, hears what you say.
Okay, Yoshi. Okay. Ah, damn it. Yoshi, I don't feel good. Ah.
And he starts climbing up your back. And as he does, Ashin, you feel Droop get heavier. Asteria, from your point of view, you see Droop as he climbs up Ashin's backpack and he gets to the top. You see his body start shaking. His limbs extending. Ashin, you can't see him, but you hear Droop scream. As he turns and forms into a wolf. Thorin, as you see this, you see that he maintains the helm. And the helm kind of forges with him and magically conforms to his new shape. You see the eyes glow crimson in his helmet. And it makes space for the new ears that it now has.
It's okay, Ashin. I got this.
And you see werewolf goblin Droop, who, again, is normally 3.5 feet tall, now kind of expanded to about a 4-foot wolf that jumps over your head, Ashin, and bites into the neck of the werewolf that bit Thorin. And tears a huge chunk out of its shoulder. It howls in pain. The werewolf next to it turns and goes to attack werewolf Droop. And goes to try and bite him, but misses and then kind of scratches his back. You hear kind of werewolf Droop howl as he snarls back at it. Thorin, it's your turn. The effects of haste kind of relieved at this point, and a spike of adrenaline running through your body.
I'm gonna go after the nearest person. Or nearest werewolf.
The one to your right is the one that's got 2 arrows in its back and got hit by Asteria. And the other one has Droop on its back. Take your pick.
We'll help Droop out. Oof. And second attack. 14.
Thank God that hits.
And I will smite this as well.
Let's go.
It's first level. D2, It's 20 damage total.
And what are you hitting this thing with?
Just a long sword and a smite.
Yep. It's silver, right?
Yes.
Give me an extra D6.
Extra D6. $22 damage total.
You slice straight up, kind of cutting a diagonal cut from this thing's hip across its chest. Blood just starts pouring forth from its body. Styria, your turn.
I will do another guiding bolt at that same one.
Okay.
Okay. 25.
Oh, it hits?
It hits.
And for 11.
Styria, you reach out. This bolt of light erupts from your hand. Thorin, you're blinded for a moment as this flash erupts as it hits the wolf to your right. When the flash ceases, you see a hole in the abdomen of the werewolf. Its right side, from its kind of basically entire abdomen area, is missing, and it folds over on itself and falls over dead.
Spooky.
Another wolf enters the area. And makes a run for Ashin.
Hi.
Ashin, does a 22 hit you?
Of course.
I'm assuming a 14 does not hit you.
Does not.
So this creature is going to kind of reach out and try and snap at you across the bar and then takes a big swipe at you for a total of 7 slashing damage. Bamir, you hear a loud crashing. Coming from the war room. And then you hear screaming in the streets.
Can I see still outside? Because I'm kind of in the doorway, right?
You're in the doorway. You would need to move probably about 3 to 5 feet to be able to get vision on what's happening on the street.
I'll do that.
As you kind of peek out around to see what's going on, you see that one of the wolves has broken a hole through the wall and has jumped onto the street.
Oh, good.
Thankfully, there's no one in its immediate vicinity, but you did hear screams as someone down the street has seen it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get that thing's attention. I'm not gonna like it. Is it my turn, I'm assuming?
It is your turn.
Alright, you mangy piece of crap. Get the heck over here so I can teach you a lesson in manners. Just casting vicious mockery at said werewolf.
Okay.
Vicious.
He's to make a wisdom save.
So DC?
It's always 16.
Always 16. Okay. It fails. You see this thing kind of rear its head back.
That's snake eyes.
It takes 2 points of psychic vicious burn damage.
Oh, it's vicious. Vicious burn
And
damage.
It well, it's psychic damage, but it burns.
Yep.
In his soul. And any attack rolls it makes before the end of its next turn have disadvantage.
Okay.
Or on the next attack roll it makes
Has
before the end of
disadvantage.
its turn has disadvantage.
Gotcha. Ashin.
The one that just kind of came through the hole.
Yep.
The new entrant to the game.
Well, the door.
Yeah.
Oh, I do say we have a containment situation here. There's a new hole in our tavern. A second entrance.
Thank you. I move my hunter's mark to it.
Okay.
And I just start shooting.
Unload.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
So 14. These. So 16 damage on that attack.
Even doubled?
Yeah, I doubled the dice. I think. Did it not double? Oh, I didn't mean to like that. It didn't double. Okay.
I saw the
Weird. I
first
thought
attack was 14 damage, so that should have been 28 damage, correct?
Yeah,
Okay. And then plus the 3.
plus the 3.
So 28 plus 3. Okay. So
Yep.
31 damage.
And then we will roll the hit. 12.
That'll hit.
Oh, okay. For 12 plus a d6. 13 damage.
Okay. You got one more, right?
I only have 2 shots.
Only have 2 shots. Okay. Ashin, you plug this thing kind of in its throat area and in its chest. And it kind of is able to kind of push it back a hair. The werewolf, standing in front of Thorin still, attempts to attack Droop and get it off its back. And it misses both times as it can't get its arms around to its back. And it's Droop's turn again. Droop takes another huge bite out of this thing's shoulder. Just massive bite mark. Basically renders one of his shoulder muscles gone.
Thorin! Get it!
And he jumps off the back of it. But not so far as to incur an opportunity attack. Thorin, you're up.
Well, I'll try to kill him. Ooh. Oh, so close.
Oh, let's go.
27
That'll hit.
And we will also smite this after the fact. It's 13. I'll do second level smite, so it'll be 3d8. It's 27 damage. Still up.
Thorin, you take your silver sword and plunge it straight into the chest and go up. Basically cleaving through this thing's neck and into its head. It falls to its knees and down in front of you. It's gone.
Demir let us know we had a containment issue, so I'm going to start running outside.
So,
what do I see?
if you want to, you could run through the war room and out
War
the
room empty
hole
at this
there.
The war room empty at this point?
Yes.
All right, we'll go that way.
So going through
Close
the
can I
war
get to
room,
him?
going through the war room, you're able to kind of hop out within striking distance of the werewolf. He didn't make it very far.
Gotcha. He's getting hit.
Okay.
Or swiped at least. That's what I want to see.
Yes! Let's go!
Dump it.
Oh, this sucks for you. We got 13 there again. And another second level smite, so that's 6d8.
Let's go.
Can you do 2 smites in the same turn?
Yes.
Cool.
So that'll be 46 damage total.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you add a d10 for your longsword?
Also, Bamir, if he had a leveled,
Actually, no,
a leveled
actually.
spell smite,
Uh-huh.
he could use that too, on top of divine smite, because they're different.
And wait, and 56.
Let's go.
56 now.
56 damage?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to let you know that Bamir, had you not incurred the 2 damage of vicious mockery on this creature, it would have been able to survive this. That being said, Thorin, you take your giant Goliath ass out this window, sword at the ready, and basically cleave from this thing's shoulder down through its side and just cut it in two. It's done. It doesn't even know what happened. It's like straight up original Resident Evil style, where like you cut through it and it doesn't look like anything happened, and then all of a sudden Bamir's like looking at the street like, wait, did he miss? And no, half of this thing just slides down into two pieces and drops.
Problem solved.
It gone. It's deed.
And I will, let's see, I haven't cast a spell or anything. I will bonus action Misty step back into the room.
Okay. Asteria, you're up.
Just to show off, or
A little bit.
I haven't cast a spell yet, so...
There's still the one in the room.
There's still the one that's across the bar from Ashin, yes. And technically it's between you and Droop as well.
Okay. Another guiding bolt. It's nice to have free uses of guiding bolt. Just say.
You get a bolt and you get a bolt. Everyone gets a bolt.
you get free uses of guiding bolt?
I get 4 free uses of guiding bolt due to Circle of Stars.
Oh.
That's
nice.
going to hit again. Let's go.
20.
Oh,
I get
20
to
damage
see
of guiding bolt?
Yep.
Well, let me tell you. The room gets real bright as you once again reach out your hand, delivering a bolt of light to this thing's dome, vaporizing it. As in, it lights up and then it's gone, and you just see a circular kind of area where the head used to be carved into the torso as its body falls backwards. And Droop goes, ah, ah! And like, it almost falls on Droop. Or, ah!
I was looking at Droop.
He sounds like a chihuahua.
Kidding.
We should probably see where the rest of them went.
And you're
I think
out
that
of
was it.
initiative order for now.
Okay.
Is anyone hurt?
No?
Like a little?
You
I got
took
scratched?
You took a pretty good
Thorin-
bite there, Thorin.
You need to give me a Constitution save again.
Oh, like 13 times?
We'll take that first one. Okay.
Yep.
And we're going to go into... Thorn, as soon as the battle's over and you misty step back in, you see Asteria vaporize the last wolf, and just as you take a deep breath, as the adrenaline still courses through your body, you feel something grip hold at your center. You begin fighting this urge. You feel your body trying to explode out of itself. And as you fall to your knees, you look at your fingertips as your nails start to elongate into claws. And then stop. You're able to fight back the change within you. But the claws are still there.
I think we may have a problem here, people.
It's like we have 2 problems.
I don't know if I can cure either of those.
Droop.
As you say that, as you come back in, Vamir, and you see Droop. Droop, again, has this morphed helmet that seems to kind of cover the top of his head. There's a place for his ears that goes back around, and then kind of makes this interesting shape that conforms around his newly canine face. Eyes glowing red. You see him stare at you kind of on all fours at this point. Parts of his gray skin exposed on his arms. You can see hair kind of bursting out underneath his garments. And kind of these weird, ghoulish looking hairless legs.
Hi, Vamir. This hurts. It hurts a lot.
You can see his body's quivering.
No, bud. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it. And he's going to cast Dispel Magic on Droop. Targeting the effect. It's casting. I can only cast it at 3rd level, so if it's higher than that, I need to make a check.
Okay. I do want you to make a check.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to think through how this is going to play out. Make your check.
At 25.
Okay. You don't see any immediate effect on Droop, though he does stop shaking.
I don't know if it's anything from here. I feel a little different.
Well, does it hurt less?
No. I feel like my body is being ripped apart. It burns. It burns.
He's gonna cast Cure Wounds. 2nd level.
You see the wound on his leg. Kind of seal up as it had been stretched and was still bleeding from his initial bite. And it closes. And you see his body stop shaking.
Okay, that's better. Thanks, Pamir.
He's breathing heavy.
Asheen walks out of the room.
As you do that, Asheen, you hear once again the sound. in the distance. Thorin, you must once again make a Constitution save.
That's fail.
You feel an immense pull at your mind and your body. You feel your body once again start to engage in the change. But what's worse is you feel a compulsion to kill anything around you. Your body starts to elongate. You see the hair on your arms start to grow. The room is getting a little smaller for you as your body begins to grow. Your armor kind of bursting at what it can hold to conform to your body. And I need you to give me one more Constitution save.
Keep it together, bud. Mir's giving him bardic inspiration.
There is one thing I can try. I'm not sure it's going to work.
You got your bardic inspiration. I'll give you that. Styria, what do you want to try?
Greater restoration.
Ooh. Are you going to use that inspiration, Thorn?
There we go. Not any better.
No, the bardic inspiration gives you a D8.
He gives you D8.
Oh yeah, that's a D8.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a D10.
A D10
D10
added
now.
to whatever your other roll was.
Hope I roll high. No.
So
No.
This is a 16.
it's a 16. Thanks to that bardic inspiration, you're able to keep your wits about you. Though your body has changed, your eyes, to everyone looking at you, go from this pulsing, almost steaming yellow back to their normal color. You're in immense pain. But you're now in a wolf form. Your armor falls off your body. What was your AC before?
18.
18? It will stay there. In your wolf form. Thorin, your body quivers and completes the change as you stand there. You see Droop have a similar reaction initially to the howl.
No, out.
Asteria's
Stay with me,
going
Drew.
to try. Asteria's going to try Greater Restoration on Thorn first. See if it works. I could do it twice.
And Bemir's going to give
No.
Droop
Bamir,
inspiration.
you don't need to.
I can give it to him.
Droop looks over to Bamir.
That's okay. I'm still here.
It lasts for 10 minutes, so anytime in the future he needs it, he can take it.
Okay. So you're going to try Greater Restoration?
Yes.
Read me Greater Restoration.
Imbue a creature you touch with positive energy. To undo a debilitating effect, you can reduce the exhaustion level by 1 or end one of the following target effects on target. Charm, petrification, 1 curse, any reduction to the target's ability scores, or any one effect reducing their hit point maximum.
Okay. And you cast it?
Yes.
Okay. Thorin. After enduring excruciating pain, turning into this wolf, you see Asteria come and put her hand on you. And as she does, at first, you feel a soothing warmth come over your body. And then you black out for a moment. And when you come to, your body is back in its original form. Asteria, when you touch him, you see his eyes roll back in his head, and he falls, and as he does, you can see the hair that grew kind of fall out of his body, and his limbs go through this weird cracking and creaking and goes back into Thorin form. And then you wake up.
When she
That
sees
just
that it
happened,
worked,
right?
she's going to go use the remaining one on Droop. Said 2 uses had enough to do that twice. So she will no longer have Diamond Dust, and she no longer has that level spell for today.
Okay.
Asteria, what are you doing?
And you see Droop just kind of fall flat on the ground. And as his body changes, you see kind of the helmet conform with him, reverting him back into his goblin self. And he wakes up with his head on the side.
What happened? Everybody? I'm me again. That sucked. A lot. I'm tired.
Glad to see that worked.
Thanks, Asteria.
No problem, Droop.
Ouch. I have to say it was pretty badass being a wolf, though.
He just looks exhausted as he pulls himself out, just back against the bar, and just sits there. As the four of you inside are...
I'm not inside.
I know. Droop is part of that 4.
Okay.
As the 4 of you are inside, kind of getting a small sigh of relief, as it seems that Asteria's Greater Restoration has stopped the curse. Ashin, outside, you begin to hear bells from the west. It sounds like you hear people shouting from that direction. Inside, you hear that faint ringing. But Ashin, we're going to go with you first. What do you do?
So what's on the western wall? I'm sure there's watchtowers.
There's a watchtower, yes.
Are there any buildings behind the western wall that are taller than the watchtower?
I mean, the wall's not super duper high, so any roof that you're on is going to be either at or above the watchtower.
I'm going to look to get up on one of those rooftops. Wherever I feel has the best kind of viewpoint to see what's going on.
Asheen, as you run to the other end of town and kind of position yourself up top. What was that roll for?
That was acrobatics to climb up
Acrobatics?
the house or whatever building.
That's fine. So yeah, you kind of shimmy up the side of one of the houses and look over on the roof, and you see the bells are being rung in the tower, and kind of troops, the town guard or the city guard is kind of trying to reposition it. You see people running from the north to the west and trying to stammer up the wall with flaming arrows as they begin launching them out into the trees, lighting some of them on fire. As you once again see the sight of the trees moving unnaturally. You begin to see goblins pouring out of the tree line towards the wall.
Okay. I reach into my pocket and where is it? I grab a hold of my sending stone and I use it to telepathically communicate with Assyria.
I have the other one?
Yes, you do. You should. It was given to you.
Okay, I didn't remember.
You better. Anyways, I send her the message of what I see very briefly and where. And to relay it to the party. And
Okay.
she can respond to me.
Had already knew that, but we didn't have time to talk about it because there was werewolves.
Fuck, he says out loud.
The horde is coming from the west. Looked at everyone.
I'm assuming that we started moving whenever we heard the bells too. So I mean, would we not?
You still fly, Asteria?
Yeah, I can fly whenever it's active. It's active for 4 hours at a time. 5 hours at a time. Sorry.
So that's a
We'll
fair
meet you over
point.
there.
Yeah, so that's a fair point, Pamir. So you all would have been kind of moving through the buildings to get to the western wall.
We can't move as fast as Asheen, but
No. But still. So you're getting this midway to the wall.
Do I see Moyra anywhere like down below moving along the wall?
No.
Okay.
this has got to be the worst day of my life. Let's go.
That would be a close second. To the west.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of glance over, like looking in the direction where I kind of came from to see if I see the party coming as well.
You do.
Okay. They're not going to see me up on the roof. It's dark.
You invisible.
I've got like 50 regular arrows.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm just going to be taking pot shots at goblins from where I'm at.
Sure.
Probably a
So-
little better than pot shots. But
Well, yeah.
I'm not going to make you go into initiative, but I do want you to give me an attack roll.
How many?
Just one for now.
Does a 17 work?
A 17 does absolutely work. And I want you to... No, that'll be it. 17 works. So, Ashin, as everyone else is running, you rattle off 10 of your regular arrows. As the guards are also continuing to just lay a hailstorm of arrows into the trees, into the goblins that are pouring out. These are well-trained guards. They've been training for months. And despite being a bit scared, they're doing their damnedest to nail these things and taking most of them out in 1 or 2 shots. Ashin, each of your shots is a kill. As the rest of you get there, or get to basically where Ashin is, close to the wall,
I'll call out, I'm up here! If they can hear me.
I say each of you give me a perception check. It's going to be DC 15.
nope.
27.
Yep. Yep. Asteria at least is able to hear.
I believe Thorin rolled good too. You got an
18. I'll take an
Thorin,
18.
yeah, you hear as well. So Thorin, you and Asteria both hear Ashin call out to you.
Bring me some arrows!
Where are we supposed to bring him arrows from?
I've
The
got
wall.
a bundle.
Who?
Yeah, I've got a bundle. I'll give him to him.
Give arrows to who?
Ashin!
Where's Ashin?
Up there!
He's up there
Where?
somewhere.
I'm on the roof!
He's probably invisible.
I pull out my rope and I look for
don't
something
have
on the
any
roof
arrows.
to tie it down to.
There is a chimney near you. It's not
I
like
tie it off.
a brick chimney. It's like a little small, little kind of circular chimney, but it works.
I tie it off
Mhm.
on the chimney and then I throw the rope over the edge of the roof for them to climb up.
A rope appears.
She can fly. She can start climbing.
Hmm.
Vermeer's gonna keep running towards the wall and try and climb to the top of the watchtower.
Oh yeah, there's stairs, so it's very easy for you to get up there. But Mir, as you get to the top of the watchtower, you look across to see what is essentially a good 30 kind of yard width of forest that has goblins just pouring out of it.
And that's when Vermeer takes a very deep breath and then spews out the longest string of insults and expletives that you've ever heard strung together in a fashion that only a bard of lore could do, having knowledge of all of the insults and expletives that have been used in history. And every 6 seconds, he's casting vicious mockery on some poor, lonely, stupid goblin.
I want you to give me an attack roll.
Technically,
Or not
it
a
saves,
damage
but-
a damage roll for the vicious mockery.
Oh, good. Yeah. Sweet. That's 4 points of severe historical psychic burn
Okay.
damage.
I can only imagine as you do this, the rantings coming out of your mouth make Clark Griswold blush and look like an amateur as you spout all of these obscenities in every language you can muster. And you begin to see just a small patch of goblins that are kind of in your direct line of sight just all begin to just kind of grab their heads and drop to their knees, and some their heads just start gushing with blood from their ears falling down one after the other as you see arrows kind of flying from the various archers alongside you on the guards. They're actually looking next to you. Oh my god. Just keep firing. Just keep firing.
This is how a bard goes to war.
Styria. Thorin, what are you doing?
I would have got up to where Ashin is.
Same.
Okay, so you're both on top of the roof. You both can see over the wall horde of goblins coming. You see the tops of the trees continuously shaking as it just seems like there's an endless stream of them coming.
Well, I guess I don't have to be super accurate. He's just gonna pull out a longbow and start firing.
Thorin, give me an attack roll.
I'm not good at this. We'll take a 17.
17 will do the trick. You start unleashing arrows and hitting marks.
I continue shooting.
Styria.
Well, there is always Moonbeam.
I love Moonbeam.
Concentration. She'll cast Moonbeam at 3rd level.
Okay.
Bending it over on the goblins.
Styria, you kind of look up at the moon and just almost reach out to it to channel its power. Your celestial nature almost seems like you maneuver the stars to surround it and amplify their light down onto the ground at this tree line. As you see this entire area of goblins just incinerate with radiant light. Initially, more goblins continue to pour into the area, but they very quickly begin to back away from the light, as it's essentially instant death for them as they walk into it.
How long does it last for?
It's concentration.
Yes, the
1 minute.
concentration and the last for 1 minute, so she will just be doing that for now.
Every 6 seconds, you can move it up to 60 feet, by the way. And it's a 5-foot radius circle.
Mm-hmm.
Styria, as you kind of command this and the rest of you are doing your own battles, you hear in the not so far distance another and you see the goblins pull back into the tree line and the trees stop moving. Amir, one of the guards next to you. What? Did we do it? Did we win?
I wish.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long night. But we'll see.
Elfman!
You son of a bitch.
Come fight me! Ha-ha! Just you and me. What do you say?
This is not the voice of the man you heard before.
Asteria's gonna look at Ashid like, mm-mm.
Out of the tree line, Ashin, you see a wolf kind of walk just into visibility. It then shape changes to a rather large drow. Like, he work out.
I shoot
looking
at it.
drow. Okay. Roll to hit.
I kind of pray to Chevrash real quick.
Oh. We're going to pray to Chevrash now. Okay.
Right before I fire.
Okay.
And I just ask Chevrash to keep my aim true. That's it.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Dirty 20.
Your arrow sails straight towards this drow. It bounces off like it hits a wall.
Oh, come on, it's gonna be like that? Man, you were so much more lively the last time we fought.
I shoot him again. With a silvered arrow.
Roll to hit.
Oh, you're gonna shoot me again?
Yeah, that's a miss. That's a miss. It just goes wide.
Pathetic. I thought you might want a little one-on-one action after the last time.
This is one-on-one.
You probably don't remember me, but oh, I remember you. And I remember your teacher. Oh, yeah. That guy went out like a champ. He turned too. Do you remember? It's a pity. You'll never know what happened to him.
Far
Tell
away
you
is
come
he?
fight me.
How far away is he?
From you, you're probably about, I want to say 50 feet away from the wall. And then he's another probably 40 to 50 feet out. Still well within your range. But at the tree line.
I just call out to him. We're not fighting one-on-one now? I thought that's what we were doing.
I can assure you you're not going to hit me from up there.
Well, I don't trust you, so I'm not coming down there.
Oh. Pity. Thought you wanted to know what would happen. Don't say I didn't give you the opportunity, though. We'll see you later.
Coward.
Keep keep saying that from behind your walls,
You
filthy
want me
Sunside piece of shit.
you want me to come out there?
Oh yeah,
Just you and me?
just you and me.
Nobody else?
Nobody else.
I'll meet you at first light.
Oh, afraid of my bite?
I'm not afraid of your bite.
You should be.
And he goes back into wolf form and fades into the tree line.
Vermeer starts rattling off another string of expletives without the magical wave behind them.
Bells begin ringing from the north.
That's why he started cursing. Alright, break time for you guys, not break for me. I gotta go that way. Need some rest, but keep a wary eye. I'm headed to the north wall.
Who else is going to North Wall?
North Wall?
Yep. We'll
Um,
all go to the north wall.
Sure.
As you all make it to the North Wall, you see Moyra has lit a fiery defense at the base of the wall. You see the bodies of goblins kind of littering from the northwest as they've kind of rallied around to try and come back from the north. You're able to fight them off. Out in the distance, you once again see the leader. Good ways out.
Machine shoots him.
Oh, come now. That's not gonna work. We know
Now
that.
I shoot him. Now I shoot him.
Tyrion summons another moonbeam.
You can roll that. Oh, Wisteria, your moonbeam has range, right?
120 feet.
Yeah, he's way out from that. You're not
Okay.
gonna do nothing. Ashin has like range of forever, so I'll let you
I
take a shot.
know.
18.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
I will say this. It was rather amusing. This little activity. Very informative. I hope you all learned something, Asteria. Whenever you're ready to go home and make all this end, just take a walk in the North Woods, and we'll find you. If not, we'll be back. At the next full moon. And we'll have some more friends by then. Good night.
You see the trees move and pull back northward. And you see him transform back into wolf and run northward.
I shoot at him again.
Ashin, is that it? You think they're gone for the night?
One can hope. You need to rest the guards in shifts. And we may need to consider another option.
What other option is there, Ashin?
Either I go back or it continues.
Did you ever take a look at that note that I gave you? With the instructions on where to go?
Right, yeah.
It is a much more defensible place.
Yeah, I remember the plan machine. We had that back when the dragon was here.
Mm-hmm. Wait till daylight. Move the people.
All right. We'll go.
Are we all kind of there? Or?
Yeah, you're all on the wall. But as we say that, we're going to take a quick break. Because I need to breathe.
She needs
Hi,
a nap.
everyone.
Yeah, I think we all need a nap.
Oh, man. If you're hanging out with us here live, like Sakura and Breck and Crisper, hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
If you're new to the channel, please make sure you're hitting the follow button. If you're catching this on VOD form, please subscribe to wherever you're seeing it. And holy crap! Well, that was fun.
Yeah. I did not expect all that to happen.
I hope you didn't think I was actually going to go out there and 1v1 that dude.
I did.
One can only
And-
hope.
I thought you would.
I was really hoping you would.
Give me a level up, and then I would have done it.
Such a player.
We can't level up. We haven't
and I'll
slept
feel
yet.
so much better.
We
I'll cheer
haven't
for a level up.
We haven't
No, it's-
slept yet.
I don't
can't
have a rogue subclass yet, and
I'll be back.
I would have gladly done that after that. It'd have been fun.
Oh, good. I got to kiss the wifey. Sure. Perfect timing.
No, I really wanted to go fight him, but I didn't want to die too, and I likely would have.
Master was like, don't you do it. Don't you do it.
He saw the look. He saw the look she gave, and he was like, nah, I'm just gonna talk trash. Oh.
Sorry, beverages are needed after that.
I saw. What do you have?
They're not sponsoring me, but it is a bourbon.
Slide in my DMs and tell me what kind.
No, I'm not that petty. It's a Knob Creek.
I like Knob Creek. It's good.
I also have some Maker's Mark, but we're gonna go with Knob Creek for now. 'Cause that's what's up in my room.
A lot of my friends like Maker's Mark. I'm not the biggest fan. I'll drink it.
I
but-
prefer the Knob Creek, to be honest.
I'm more of a Scotch than bourbon fellow, though.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I do prefer Scotch, but bourbon is the new toy for me right now, so I'm definitely on board.
I have a nice collection of glasses and a very nice decanter, and I now have a mold for circular like whiskey stones,
Nice.
whiskey ice cubes. I actually have whiskey stones, little like cube shaped actual stones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got a nice little collection of things to drink from.
Well, talking about drinks and good things and hoping things would hit, if you're looking for a fun time, my friend Bricarius on his Twitch channel on Friday nights is running a horror campaign. And it is absolutely wonderfully twisted in all the wonderful ways. So go check him out and go hang out over there on Friday nights for a lot of fun. If you are available, which I know most of you in here are not.
I was gonna. I'm
We play on Fridays too.
DMing a game on Friday nights, unfortunately.
But it's a good time. I got to hang out for a little bit last night, and I was Oh, thoroughly entertained. So much kill it with fire that kill it with fire, it doesn't even cover it.
That's kind of how our last campaign was. There was a lot of kill it with fire.
There's so
involved
much
there.
kill it with fire. Like, stupid amounts of kill it with fire.
Corrupt was very adept at casting fireballs.
Well, Sakura, you now know where to go.
What,
I had a set of
when,
stones. Sorry, go ahead.
when I wasn't foiling his plans by throwing a wrench in the wheel for his character.
Oh.
I did that a few times to him. Stunned him and whatnot, so he couldn't do anything.
Oh. Corrupt, are you back?
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he's eating. I don't know.
Who knows? I just want to double check.
There he is.
Welcome
has
back.
returned.
All right, well, we are going to set back in.
I don't know if Bamir's there or not.
Oh, yep. I always see his image and then I'm like, That's tasty.
You want to know how many times I dropped something heavy on top of Corrupt's character in campaign 1? I killed him with crushing damage like 4
2
times
times.
throughout the campaign.
This
Yes,
is like Acme. You just like,
kinda.
dung,
I was
Let's see. You've been crushed by a dragon twice.
get a piano dropped on you. Is did that count?
Look, they killed a dragon out of the air and it fell. Unfortunately, he, wasn't the most dexterous of people.
I was a giant ape.
At the time, still got crushed.
We know how being a giant ape works out over here in this campaign.
Yeah, let's put 2 giant apes in a tiny space. See what happens.
Well, I was referring to I'm going to run at them and try and get my stuff back as a giant ape
Giant
didn't
ape
work.
and
never
utterly get my
works
ass
well.
wrecked by people that are like, no.
Look,
Oh, damn it.
giant apes in that gnome area, that actually did work out
Yeah.
Oh,
in
it
our
did.
favor.
That did work out. Just the second time. I'm going to run at some spellcasters that have magic that I don't know dick about, and I'm going to do it as a giant ape.
Yeah.
And they're just going to be
Unfortunately,
like,
Ashin was miles away. Ashin was busy meeting these goblins
yeah.
for the first time
Oh, yeah.
that day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you made lots of friends.
So
I didn't
I don't-
die. Wasn't that
I mean,
bad.
you were
You were so close to death.
no,
Actually, you weren't close to death. You were close to
he
being
got
captured.
knocked unconscious. Didn't he get? He got knocked unconscious.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was,
yeah.
I was out. I just didn't die.
Yeah, Bamir had to go and
That time.
dimension door his butt back into reality.
hmm
Yeah.
That was intense.
I'll tell you the fight that we had against those orcs
Mm-hmm.
on that last field where the dragon came into, where
Mhm.
Cryovane showed up. That was a good fight.
It was a good fight. This was
Poor
a good
Cryovane.
fight. You guys had a good fight.
Poor Cryovane almost died to
To a
Ghost
freaking
dog.
Puppers.
a ghost dog.
He just couldn't get it off its back. Speaking of that, I saw a video this week of what looked like a pit mix that had a Chihuahua best friend and had a backpack that the Chihuahua sat in and it carried it around. I
That's
wish
actually funny.
that I don't even wish that I was making it up. It's a beautiful thing. It's like, hey buddy, hop on my back. I'll carry you around. Don't weigh
That's what I was
anything.
doing. That's what I was gonna do with Droop.
Yeah.
I
Well,
was gonna take an opportunity to get him out of there. On my next turn, I was just gonna disengage and take off running,
Yep.
but that didn't happen.
Nope. Something else happened, though.
Aw, Droop grew hair in places he never knew he
Thank
was
you,
going to
bro.
have hair before.
Damn it.
Droop, you're growing up.
I got little again. Damn it, Asteria, I liked being a puppy.
I mean, we can find a sorcerer and get you polymorphed if you want.
Okay.
True
Fine.
polymorph. We could get you turned into a dragon.
Really?
Yeah, that's how true polymorph works.
How do I run the tavern if I'm a dragon?
Depending on which color dragon you choose, that dragon can shape change. You could shape change into whatever you felt like shape changing into.
Sweet.
All right. Bamir is back. We're all here. I'm just going to go ahead and jump us right back in. All right, Ashin, the soldiers are exhausted. We'll keep some guards up. Looks like they've retreated for now.
When's the next full moon?
I mean,
And then I look at Asteria.
I don't know, DM. What's next full moon?
the next full moon would typically be in a month.
I like how you said typically.
In about a month, maybe?
Okay, I don't care. The quicker we get everybody out of here, the better.
Okay.
I need to go have a conversation with someone.
I need a drink.
I would say you could go to the tavern and have one, but
Look, I don't think we should be so quick to evacuate.
no, I'm gonna stay up here for a little while.
I think we should try and figure out another way. Asking everybody in the city to move up to that place will be a difficult journey.
Oh, wait, are you wanting them to move up to the Frost Castle, or are you wanting them to move to the Dwarven Fortress?
Either location would work, but the Frost Castle tactically is the better decision.
Is it?
The
You got a
location is
choke
better.
point. You got
Yep.
a choke point with the cave. I mean, you got the gates. I think that technically the cave would be a better call.
But the Dwarven Fortress is a different direction, I think. Ashin is
Dwarven
recalling-
Forest is east and into the mountains. Your fortress is northeast of Phandalin.
So north would potentially put us in the path of the goblins and the werewolves. Moyra, you should probably send some scouts.
It's actually southeast of you, if I remember correctly, the Dwarven
The
Fortress.
Dwarven Fortress?
Yes.
Okay. We haven't spent any time fixing that place up, though, have we?
I don't think so, no.
We fixed the castle up during the downtime.
You did.
The ice.
But I'm pretty sure that you actually did have.
We did. I think we did send some people there
You
to
did
clean
have
it
some
up.
people sent there to spruce it up a bit because of Cryovane.
Just remember, Thorin knows nothing about this place.
The town master did handle that on your behalf while you were hunting Cryovane.
That place is easily defensible as well. Can we potentially send, like, the children, the elderly, to, like, Neverwinter? To a bigger city? Safer city?
And you're talking about moving hundreds, if not thousands of people.
There needs to be another option, Asheen. We can't just make them move.
I mean, that
Hysteria, can you move Earth?
Yes.
I mean, we can shore up the defenses here. You can dig trenches all around our wall. How long would it take us, do you think, to construct some kind of a gateway to get in and out of one gate?
I have no idea.
DM, what kind of a natural water source does Phandalin have? Like, where is our water, like the city's water coming from?
There are a couple rivers that run near Phandalin, and there
Okay.
are some wells that have been dug within Phandalin.
Look, I think for now, we should get some sleep. I don't think any of us are firing on all cylinders at the moment. And I think this would be a much better plan in the morning. And I think if we do have more time, I would like to hear more about what's going on here from Asteria.
Agreed. So let's agree to get some rest.
Let's not make any decisions about what we're going to do tonight. He looks at Moyra.
I'm wide awake. We'll keep high and ring the bells. If anything comes, we'll get some rest.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just exhausted.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna probably keep watch here for a little while. You guys can go get some rest. I'll get some rest here in a little while.
Back to the tavern.
You all make your way back to the tavern. Droop is kind of walking around trying to clean up the tavern as best he can. But he's moving real slow.
Hey, is everything okay? Is it done? Did we win?
For now, yes. I'm officially giving you the night off. And tomorrow.
Thanks. I'm just so tired. I'm just
You
gonna
had
sit
a
over
big
here.
day, buddy.
And he just kind of sits down and like puts his head on a table and just instantly is out.
After the party leaves, because I stayed kind of behind at the wall, I have a couple questions for Moyra. First, I ask her to send a couple of people to the tavern to collect the bodies of the now deceased.
Alright, we can do that, Ashin. No problem.
And then I ask her to go on a walk with me.
A walk?
Yep. Please come with me.
Oh, alright. Well, alright. Where are we going?
I lead her to Halia's house,
We at Halia's?
and I knock on Halia's door.
Halia's awake and she opens the door right away. Yes, Ashin? It's been quite a ruckus out there tonight. Is everything done now?
I need to have a candid conversation with you.
Alright. Come on in.
Can Moyra come with?
I don't know, can she? Moira
That
gives
is
you
up to
kind
you.
of a puzzled look.
It's up to you. I trust her.
Haley's going to give her a look. All right. Both of you, in. She shuts the door behind you. Kind of leads you into her main sitting room and bids you sit down. All right, Ashin, what is this about? I mean, I'm assuming it's about the madness and the attack that just happened. Of course, I'm informed, so you don't need to give me any details, but what are you thinking?
It's next steps.
Okay.
We can try to shore up the defenses here in Phandalin, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
I don't disagree, despite the fact that Moyra is very competent and the guards seem to have done their jobs brilliantly tonight.
They performed excellently.
They should be, with as much as they've been trained. It's been no small expense, but absolutely worth every single copper. So, what do you think we should do? What are our next steps?
We might need some help.
From where?
I'm assuming you have contacts in, any of our neighboring major cities.
Sure. We have connections, of course. She's going to give you kind of a look and just go, the Miners Exchange, of course, has many contacts in
Absolutely.
other locales, as we do business in many places.
So I'm wondering if we might know some people, like, in, say, Neverwinter, that can supply us with additional bodies here.
Neverwinter might be a little hard, especially if they are going north. Yes, I know that they headed north. Don't ask questions, Moyra. That said, Neverwinter might be tough, but we might be able to get some people from Waterdeep, and I think we should actually rely on a local source that might have a better draw on resources. I think we need to talk to Lednine.
Okay.
The Lion Shield Coster is a chain, as you might know, and they tend to rally to help their own. We have contacts, but the Lion Shield Coster has mercenaries, the likes of which most don't know about. They would make good allies. We will make sure to have letters said at once. Anything else?
You have to forgive me, I'm just a little bit tired.
I would expect nothing less, Ashin. It's been a very long night.
I would like the possibility of training Moyra here in some of the training that I have received.
Really?
I would.
To what benefit?
Hours.
Moyra, you are no doubt one of the most talented archers, if not the most talented archer in Phandalin, aside from Ashin. So I would have no problem in continuing to further your education and expand it into maybe some more lethal means, if you're up for it. I'm not sure I understand what you're asking. I'm already pretty lethal. What is this about? Oh, Shane, what's she talking about?
Can Moira roll perception?
Sure.
I can't see what your roll is.
I know
so-
you can't, and I apologize. I meant to make that public. It's a 19.
Oh, well. Well, so she feels it. The tap of the hilt of Ashin's dagger on her side.
Ooh. Alright, someone's gonna have to start answering some questions. One, why are we here at Helios? Understand that from a mechanical point, the Miners' Exchange funds everything in Phandalin. It's a central point of commerce, and it's a natural inflection point of us needing to acquire help in various areas. I get that, but what is this lethality, Helio? What Ashin, why are you... What are you getting at? Speak plainly.
Moira, I trust you with my life, and I trust you with the protection of this city of ours.
Right. Likewise. What are you asking
How
me
would
to do,
you-
Ashin?
I am asking if you are interested in growing that envelope of protection to not just this city, but this region, and ultimately, perhaps all of Faerun.
Ashin, that's a bit bigger than Phandalin. What would you expect me to do? I'm not a member of the Sword. I don't
No.
possess the same abilities that you do. I'm just a correct shot with an arrow and a loud voice at soldiers.
I look at Halia, and I briefly hand signal Thieves' Cant to her thoughts on perhaps bringing Moira into the fold.
She signals back to you that she feels like Moira is a bit pure and has doubts.
And then he kind of signals back, do I just be honest with her? Can I?
Look, I don't know what you're doing with your hands, but would someone just tell me what's going on? I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now. I trust both of you. I just don't understand what's going on.
Moira, I'm not just an archer.
Right, you're a member of the Sword of Phandalin.
Mm-hmm.
You're a gloom stalker. We've talked about this. You go invisible in the darkness of night. You got extreme speed. You've got various different powers. I understand that, but
I need her to roll perception again.
all right. You can't see, but it's 17.
I rolled a 30, and I have stolen her coin purse.
Oh, she
And then I drop it into her lap while she's talking.
What? That's my coin. Okay, all right, I understand, Ashin. So you nicked me purse. I get it, but at the same time, I don't understand. Ashin, I don't understand. Would someone just tell me what in the bloody hell is going on?
I kind of smile a little bit. And I look at Halia, and I'm kind of asking, like, for permission from her in Thieves' Cant to tell her.
All right, listen here, Moira. The Miners' Exchange is a hub. Yes, you're correct. And I think, given the fact that you are essentially the protector of Phandalin, absent the sword, you should know there is a serious financial backing and strategic backing of the Miners' Exchange that includes protections of not just our money, but the town. This organization, we'll say, has a misunderstood reputation for being somewhat behind the veil, you'd say. The reason for this being that we don't want the spotlight. We just want prosperity. And I think it's time that if you want to know more, you'll need to make a decision. Are you willing to keep our secrets in support of the minor exchange and our consistent prosperity here in Phandalin, or do you want to leave now and just continue receiving orders and being the captain of the guard? Either way matters not to me, but it's a decision you need to make. Listen here, Halia. I'm in. I want to know it all. I'll keep all the secrets I need to keep as long as we keep the city safe. And if it means I know more and can do more, then that's what it means. At this point, we're fucked. There's a sea of goblins out there made the trees move like water. Never seen anything like it. We got werewolves inside the walls, turning other people. I thought we could save them, but it seemed like that wasn't the case. If I dare hope, then I need to be stronger. What I do? And she kind of looks at you, Ashane. Halia looks at you and gives you a nod.
Sounds to me like you need to take a drink.
Halia gets up. She goes and pours herself a glass, you a glass, and Moyra a glass, and sits down. Moyra, welcome to the Zentarum. Moira's eyes kind of go big. And we're going to cut back to the rest of the party. What are you guys doing?
I am behind the bar at the tavern making myself a drink.
Sitting. Tavern.
Asteria, you're going to try and sleep?
She'll trance. Not sleep, but yeah.
Yes, I understand. Are you going to stay inside or are you going to be in the garden?
She'll go outside in the garden.
Okay. So as you go out in the garden, Asteria, the moonlight kind of blankets you and it feels like it's almost energizing, and you can feel the presence of Sehanine on you. It's almost like a coat of armor, reassuring, though you don't hear her voice. Thorin, you find a couple different bottles that seem to be marked in different ways. You're not quite sure what they mean, but you start drinking.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a con save.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm guessing he doesn't know Goblin to know what has been marked on those bottles.
Yeah, that's 13.
You may want to lay out, damn it.
Droop's asleep, so he's not there to warn you, but you grab the bottle that you think is probably the strongest, and you would be correct. It's Droop's special brew, and you take about, I want to say 3 gulps, and as you kind of take a deep breath, you fall over. You're done. Also, just for what it's worth, because of all that you had suffered kind of caught up with you and your body finally let yourself settle, you had a point of exhaustion. You taking a full rest will remove that point of exhaustion, but it's worth knowing it was there. Bamir, what were you doing?
Bamir Let me check real quick. Yeah, Bamir's gonna pick up Droop and carry him to his bed.
Hey, Bamir. Oh, you're very warm. Did you know that?
He's just going to kind of snuggle into you as you carry him up the stairs and kind of put him in his little small room at the end of the hallway. Upstairs.
Oh, thanks, Bamir. That's... yeah, I'm tired. I'm just...
He's gone.
Bamir's just gonna sit down next to him and fall asleep leaning against the bed.
Okay. As you all kind of are out for the rest of the late evening, Halia has basically explained the Zentarum to Moyra and their active role in what goes on in Phandalin. And that's pretty much it, Moyra. You can see now why we are concerned at many points with our image and why we keep our presence here concealed. We understand our perception, but honestly just want to do good. That's always been my goal. And if you trust Ashin, I would hope that you could trust me based on what I've done and what you've seen me do for this city in our continued prosperity. So are you in? Well, I'm in. I'm in all right. What's first? Come to my office tomorrow, midday. We'll have a talk, and then you can work with Ashin and start expanding your skill set. Sound good to you, Ashin?
Absolutely. Do you want me there at the meeting?
No. Signing of contracts are very personal.
I understand.
But we'll call for you as soon as we're done.
Understood.
And with that, I will ask you both to take your leave. I am exhausted and have some letters to write yet.
Get some rest. I will do the same.
She finishes off her drink, walks you to the door. Good night, both of you. As soon as the door shuts, Moyra kind of looks at you. Ashin, I had no idea. How is this? I'm intrigued. A little scared. It's normal, right?
A little.
I mean, I'm certainly not put off, but a bit scared. Guess I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna go back to the wall, make sure the guards are good.
He pulls another piece of paper out of his chest and hands it to her. And
What's this?
it's a series of instructions on pickpocketing and lockpicking as her first bit to learn.
Oh. Right, I see. Interesting. I'll get you on this. I'll meet you tomorrow. I'm gonna go back, check the wall, make sure the guards are good. And then I'm gonna get some sleep myself. And see you tomorrow.
On the morrow.
On the morrow.
And
She's gonna
he
walk off.
he makes off into the darkness, disappeared like Batman.
The rest of the night goes on, and it is quiet around the walls of Phandalin. The guards seem to have been stilled throughout the evening. And dawn breaks. Light bathes the city of Phandalin in its warm glow. And we will figure out what to do next time. And you've all survived the longest night. So Captain
Yay.
Carrion, thank you for the follow. And Tabletop Anthologies, thank you so much for that raid. We appreciate that very much. I'm going to have to make sure to go ahead and follow y'all and come and say what's up. I hope you guys had a wonderful night of play. Whew. This is our Sword of Phandalin campaign. We also stream on Monday nights for our Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign. You guys came in after we basically survived an attack from some werewolves and an endless horde of goblins attacking the city of Phandalin. And holy crap! Now we've got Moyra, the captain of the guard, also under the thumb of the Miners' Exchange in the Zentarum. Interesting.
I don't know if I like under the thumb. maybe
Sure.
maybe in the
No.
fold.
You don't know enough about the Zentarum yet, do you?
I mean, he's been an agent of the Zentarum for more than 6 months now.
It's
He knows
true.
plenty.
Halia seems like a rather benevolent arbiter of the Zentarum, which may not necessarily meet with, say, someone like Bemir's experience, or at least his perception and stories he's heard from the Harpers about the Zentarum's capabilities, we'll say. But good session tonight, everybody. Holy Jeebus. Man, we had Werewolf Droop and Werewolf Thorin.
That could have been bad.
Yeah. I almost wish that we could have kept a little bit of werewolf droop, but that's okay.
That could have been fun, but
It would have been fun.
I mean,
It's better not. Better
yeah, yeah. I don't want to wake
I
up in the
thought
morning.
it
with
was
my
a
throat
better
ripped
idea
out.
to not have werewolf droop, okay?
let's
I agree.
let's say this.
Amir's
Werewolf
glad.
Droop.
Cataract
Rolled.
is a little disappointed.
Werewolf Droop rolled really well to resist the effects of the control. And I will say, now that the session is done, Kat, your spell is what kept Droop from having to make a save when the howl came in. Because you broke the magical influence of the alpha over Droop, which is why he was able to keep his wits.
Cool.
So, good move there.
It just solidifies Bemir's place as the most important member of the group.
I mean, yeah, because
Those
Asteria,
Bard's
those
gonna
2
bard.
points, those 2 points of damage that require, like, that caused them to die.
Nick, seriously, no BS. The
the
2
dispel
points of damage, or it
magic.
did it.
Um,
I mean, imagine how the city would have been if Ashin hadn't taken it upon himself to start training the guards
yeah.
better.
And
That could have been bad.
Goderic.
And Goderic. Yeah. And there was this other guy there too, but I don't remember what he looks like.
Yeah, who's that
Is there
guy?
another?
What are you talking about? It's
think-
always
Exactly.
just
I
been-
think he does a
So
lot
it's
of
just
traveling
been-
now. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's always just been the 4 of us, you know?
Yeah.
Five.
It was,
We have
it was a 5. The
Well,
Fist
yeah,
of
sure.
Phandalin always include Droop, right?
Yeah.
It must have.
Droop. Droop's the pinky.
Not very much of a fist with only 4 fingers. I guess.
Right? Right?
I guess we were
All right. Well, again, anyone that's hanging out from Tabletop Anthologies, thank you for sticking out and coming in hide. So Judge Wolf GM, GOM Dionysus, thank you guys, and Ketabos, thank you all for coming in. We try not to break during the session, but thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. And anyone else from the stream, we'll definitely have to come check you out. Hope you guys had a fantastic game. That said, we're gonna go pass the love off to someone. Let's see who is live, and we can pass the love off to. I'm just so happy we had the session, man. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Too long.
The curse was strong.
The curse was super strong. I just hope if we can get a back-to-back game now, if we can get Monday night game. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna go over to Blackwater D&D. So I don't think we've rated them before, but they look like a fun crew. So we're gonna go say what's up, and we will see everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow night over on Trovo on my channel over there, trovo.com/night or trovo.live/nighttide. We'll be doing some more voiceover goodness, and then we'll see you Monday night for some more D&D Rime of the Frostmaiden. So let's get this raid going. How come I can't raid? Excuse me, Twitch, can I please raid? Love to be able to raid. Bam. All right, raid's going. Let's go, everyone, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, raid.